So, we have some new stuff to talk about. We've got a new Legend AIN for the upcoming Kizuna Clash. We've got a rare recruit bins for the Kizuna, and we got 6+ Zephyr to have a look at. So let's start off with AIN. We can't see.
Start with the waifu.
Yes, correct. Well, unfortunately, we can't see the artwork, but we can see the little icon. So, AIN is Quick Shooter Cerebral. Captain ability reduces cooldown of all characters by 1. Boost Shooter Cerebral by 5.25 when you get a matching slot, 5 times otherwise. 1.2 health. Makes quick, bomb, and tandem slots have matching slot effects. Okay, we're going back to bomb slots. Slightly boost chance of landing on tandem. And if you tap on this character with bomb, super bomb, or tandem, reduces shooter resistance on enemies by 10%.
Okay.
Even if I had this unit, I don't see myself using this character all that much, I'll say that. But it is more shooter support. It does have cooldown. Multiplier is stock standard. I don't really have too many complaints, though it is weird that
it has built-in resistance too.
Yeah, she does, but it is only when she taps with a tandem slot, right? Yeah. So imagine if it was for all characters, holy shit, that'd be good. And another thing I noticed is that she doesn't make super bomb slots count as beneficial. But she says if you tap with super bomb, you get the resistance. That's a little weird, I think.
Yes.
I won't look at the special just yet. So the super type, or super class? No, it's super type.
Oh, it's so terrible.
Wait, so she's super quick, but you need 6 shooter characters on the crew. Or when crew has additional damage buff. Oh yeah, so Solaris was talking about this. Additional damage buff refers to, I think it refers to tap timing bonus damage.
Tap timing?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like old supports that do that.
That's true. Yep.
Isn't there like I think there's like a rogue that does it.
Or you use Legend Zephyr.
Yeah, but who does that?
Well, with his 6+, maybe you want to do that.
Not as a support.
No, but as a character on the crew.
Oh.
And then her super special says, changes her own slot into tandem, extends the duration of orb and color affinity by 1, and increased attack boost by 0.25. It's kind of
It's not terrible. The issue is the fact that you need 6 shooters, because shooters are cerebrals.
Yeah,
and they all have to be quick.
Well, her captain boosts cerebrals.
Shooter and cerebral.
Correct, yeah.
Doesn't boost quick.
No. It does. It's very convoluted. Like, shooter cerebral captain needs shooters for the super class, but it's only for quick. Like, it's poor design in my opinion.
It doesn't make sense.
Alright, the special reduces blue shield by 6, bind by 6, applies ignited status for 2 turns, doesn't go through immunity. Shooter cerebral orbs by 2.75 for 2 turns. 60% damage reduction for 3 turns. If you have 2 or more turns of tap timing bonus damage when you launch the special, 2.25 times increased damage taken inflicted to the opponent.
Sounds like a really, really good crewmate.
It sounds like to me, in a magical world where immunity doesn't exist, this is an amazing special. But
it's a great special.
But
except, like
yeah,
you've never used her as a captain.
Yeah, true. You're not gonna really use her as a captain. The utility is good though. Like, bind and increased defense is good. Applies ignited status, like, okay, but it doesn't go through immunity, so it's hard to really abuse that. As well as the increased damage taken. But in order to get that, you need the. Oh yeah, you need it to be 2 turns or more of tap timing bonus damage, which is even harder. I would say the only time I use this character is if I need to remove 6 turns of defense and bind at the same time.
Yep. And you need to reduce your damage taken.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
You could easily do a bind removal captain.
Yeah.
And then just a normal unit for 6 turns. But if you also need to reduce your damage, that's where it gets to get tricky.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. I think it's... And her crewmate abilities aren't great either. Quick and tandem are beneficial to shooter cerebral and then 100 attack. Like, they could have done a better job there as well. Her support, attached to any quick shooter, reduces damage taken by 30% for 2 turns at the start of the final battle.
Okay, that's not terrible. There's just, you know, quick shooters
that could be used.
Yeah, quick shooters are not very common, but...
No, I'd say quick shooters are very common.
The only two that I could think of are Shanks and Sop Sop.
Beckman, Lucky Roo. Let's pull up. Let's see what good quick shooters there are.
Yeah, this is cheating.
No, I just want to see like okay, Zephyr with a 6+, maybe. Yeah, as you said, yeah, Shanks crew, Luffy Ace, Uta. That doesn't count. AIN, Ace Sabo potentially. Sanji Pudding, maybe. Probably not, though. Beckman Lucky Roo. Frankie, maybe.
Yeah, a lot of real good quick shooters, huh, babe?
Iza Okiku. Hancock is good. Magellan, probably not. V1 Cruzan's still good with level limit break. But, I mean, yeah, it's relatively restrictive. It's niche, for sure. Potential abilities. We have Enrage, Barrier Penetration. Are you kidding me, dude? Level 5 Barrier Pen on a Sugofest exclusive only works if you're above half health.
No, it's... Yeah.
That's bad.
That's terrible.
They've been doing this a lot recently with Barrier Pen. Have they realized how broken Barrier Pen is now? And they're like, maybe we need to nerf this. And she's got Super Tandem. Any one of the following characters. That's good. So you only need to tap with one other unit. Zephyr, Bins.
You need to pull her 5 times.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, eventually, if you get it, like, it's not bad. Like, that's a good condition.
I don't even want to pull for her once, let alone 5.
I understand that. I'm just saying, just evaluating the character, this is good. It's a good condition. Zephyr, Bins, Aokiji, Kizaru, Akainu, Hina. And then you got Legend Hina, who's cerebral. You could work her with that.
And she's also quick.
Yep. Boost damage dealt to ignited enemies by 2 times for 1 turn, and you get a 2.25 tandem attack boost to shoot a cerebral for 1 turn. So of course with her special, she applies the ignited status.
Yeah, but not through immunity.
Correct. So in a magical world, as we said, with no immunity, it's actually a good super tandem. But, I mean, still, a 2.25 attack boost with only 1 tap, that's not bad. But, how many times are you going to use this in a team? Alright, Rumble. Evades action bind and strength damage reduction. Interesting. Level 5. Shooter teammates HP 5, speed 5, crit 5. If 3 or more shooters are on the team, shooters get level 4 defense.
Not bad.
That's a good Rumble ability. The only real issue I see is how do you squeeze this on a team, because they're already so legend heavy and it's hard to find space. Special, 28 seconds. Shooters get level 5 attack for 20 seconds. Targets 3 high current HP enemies for 100% chance of half stats for 15 seconds. That's it?
Okay, well, she is trash.
Yeah, that's
not worth. Don't waste your gems.
That's pretty bad. Like, half stats is cool, and shooters being able to abuse more half stats is interesting, but this should have done more. Like, what I would have loved to have seen is, like, do this, and then shoot a character's special CT reduced by, like, 20%, or something like that. Like, something to get your team going. Something else extra. Or, like, level 3 special CT for 20 seconds for shooters. Like, I don't know. This seems a bit weird to me. Yeah, I don't think this character is, like, that great. If I had to, like, give her a score out of 10, I'd probably give her, like, a high 6, low 7.
I don't even think I would go that high.
I mean, she's got uses, but yeah, she's not great. Let's go into Bins, the new rare recruit. Maybe he'll be a little bit better. Striker shooter, interesting. Captain ability doesn't matter. Dex and recovery are beneficial to striker shooter, and base attack boost. It's whatever. Special delays all enemies for 1 turn. Reduces rainbow shield by 6. Reduce despair by 6. Changes own orb into tandem. Doesn't go through block. And if you have 2 or more turns of tap timing bonus, locks slots for 1 turn, and gives a striker and shooter 2.5 affinity for 2 turns. Otherwise, it's a 2 times affinity.
Question.
Yeah.
Didn't AIN also remove blue shield or rainbow shield?
She was blue shield.
She was blue shield.
So he does rainbow. I think this is like pretty mid.
Yeah, this does not stand out to me as being great.
Like the all block is cool, but locking that behind the 2 turns of tap timing bonus is a bit of a bust. I don't like that. It really reduces his usability on a lot of teams.
Yep.
That is a shame.
It's only meant to be used with Zeph.
Yeah, they really want you to use 6+ Zephyr with these two.
And it's like, after this, I don't want to use 6+ Zeph, and now I can't use these units, so why am I going to pull?
Yeah, pretty much. Support. Zephyr and AIN. If you're inflicted with Bind or Despair, reduce it by 1 turn.
Oh.
That's good.
Love it.
And Zephyr
it's
and
only
AIN,
1 turn!
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is a shame. Wait, hang on a second. Hang on a second. This new unit that we're about to farm for, right? A free-to-play unit, by the way.
Well.
And then we get this guy, a summonable new rare recruit. That kind of triggers me, to be honest. Oh, man, that's kind of annoying.
That's pretty terrible.
Barrier pen. Oh, wait, he's 60% or above. Dude, come on.
So he's already better than AIN.
No, he's worse. Because this means you only get barrier pen
Yeah,
if
but that's not a legend.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is normally like characters that aren't legends would be 50% or above HP.
Oh.
And
I always thought they were 60.
Nah, they're usually 50. That's kind of triggering. I don't like that. Bins, also kind of average. So yeah, this is looking like a pretty good skip banner, guys.
Yep, this is a massive skip.
All right, let's have a look at Zephyr. 6+ Zephyr, quick fighter shooter or shooter fighter. I guess we'll have a look at the best version of the captain. The chat is kind of blocking it. Goddamn chat, you're always in the way. -1 cooldown. Shooters get 5.5 attack with a matching slot, 4.75 otherwise. Sure. 1.35 health. 10% damage reduction. Makes bomb and super bomb have matching slot effects. So why doesn't AIN make super bomb matching?
Because they don't want you to use AIN as a captain.
Well then, that doesn't make sense. Oh, they want you to use a hybrid maybe? Because like, AIN also has a super type that's somewhat useful. It's kind of weird. Either way. Makes bomb and super bomb, deals 0 damage to the crew. Yeah, AIN doesn't even do that either. It's so weird. And if the crew applies an orb boost with a special, extend the duration of it by 1 turn. Okay, yeah, they don't want you to use AIN as a captain.
No. They do not want you to use AIN as a captain.
Yeah, they want you to use Zephyr.
Yeah.
But then if you have like just the normal version, it's a pretty stark difference. -1 cooldown, 5 times attack, so you lose a lot of damage. Oh, and your low end is 4.25. Yeah, you lose a lot of damage. The health is reduced, damage reduction's the same, and bomb and super bomb are matching and do no damage to you. So you lose the ability to extend orb boosts from a special, and your health is reduced and your attack multipliers are reduced. It's a pretty big difference. Oh, his sailor ability got a pretty big buff. 4 times tap timing bonus got buffed to 10 times tap timing bonus. That's a...
But there's only 1 limit break ability.
Oh yeah, well this one carries over because it's the same one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so they got rid of they increased 1 but got rid of the second. That, I guess that makes sense.
Something had to be sacrificed, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, look at the special in a sec. So he does have super class for shooters. I'm really thankful for that. So when any of the following characters, so you just need 1 of the units: AIN, Bins, Garp, Sengoku, Akainu, Kuzan, Borsalino, Hina, and Suru. It's a pretty good array of characters. Reduce cooldown of shooters by 1. A lot of good
Suru units.
Oh yeah, there's heaps of those.
A lot of good Suru.
And remember, he's a shooter captain, so how many of these are actually good shooters? Your AIN and Bins, Garp, not so much. Sengoku, no.
Kainu?
Akainu, Kuzan, and Borsalino, potentially. Hina and Suru, not many good shooters there. But the effect, -1 cooldown to shooters. Top and bottom row slots are changed to Super Bomb. And then 60% damage reduction for 1 turn. Now, I have had a brief look at the special, and this is a very good super type, or super class for him. The only real issue is it doesn't change block slots, but it's not the biggest deal. Because he does change block slots himself, but it is annoying that he doesn't change block, because he gives cooldown here, and his special also does cooldown. So sometimes you'd want to use the special first. Either way, the special though, 30% health cut, -1 cooldown to the crew. Shooters get 2.5 attack for 3 turns. That's good. That's pretty good actually. 100 times his attack and tap timing bonus damage for 4 turns. That's a lot. Changes shooters slots including block to matching. If you have a damage reduction status when you launch the special, reduce blue shield and rainbow shield by 4 turns and bind and despair by 4 turns. So of course you use his super type, super class, you get a damage reduction, then you launch his special to remove 4 turns of these debuffs and 4 turns of these debuffs.
Okay.
It's actually like, not bad, to be honest. Not terrible.
It could be worse.
It could be, yeah. That's what I was hoping for the most, because he had this in his previous kit before the Super Evolution of like, if you have Rainbow Shield, you remove these debuffs. And this was cool, but it means you had to use like AIN, because AIN was a damage reduction unit, like the old Rare Recruit one. It means you had to use her with him to get it to work, or just as any type of damage reduction. But now he's like self-sufficient in doing that. So I like that he does that. You can use his super type, or super class, to reduce cooldown, and then use his special to reduce cooldown. So you get like -2 cooldown with his kit. He's got cooldown in his captain ability, multi-turn attack booster, full border slots. Like he's just solid. He's just a solid shooter focus unit, honestly. And yeah, 9 turns with expansion is crazy for that special. It's like Tesoro. Like Tesoro's special does so much, and it's only like 8 turns when you have him completely capped out. It's pretty wild.
Yep.
His support is very good. Attaching to AIN and bins. If the enemy changes slots, change all shooter character slots, including block, into matching. Like, that's really good, but...
Yeah, but you have to use an AIN or bin.
Yeah, that is the problem. But it is a good support. The effect of the support is good.
Yeah, it's great, except for the fact you have to use an AIN or bin.
Just pull the new Legend AIN and the new Rare Recruit bins, and you'll be good. And then his Rumble kit, unfortunately, did not receive much of a buff. I was kind of hoping they were going to, but not really. So he evades action bind, 40% strength damage reduction, which is pretty good. And then so when you look at this Rumble ability, you think, oh my god, this is actually going to be really good. But then you read his special, and you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. So shooters get 6 attack and 5 health. If you have 5 teammates or less, you get level 5 attack to yourself. If you have 3 teammates or less, level 8 attack to yourself. So the less teammates you have, the stronger he gets. But then, unfortunately, you move on to this special. Targets enemies in a medium range for a 35% health cut, and then targets enemies within a small range for a 25-50 fixed damage. So
like nothing.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Because, yeah, it does, the health cut, I'd say, like, this is okay. I like this.
Why is he buffing his attack when he's not even an attack-based?
That's the issue. This should not be fixed damage. This should be a medium or a large range multiplier times his attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very low fixed damage too. When you got V2 Kuzan 6+, that does 4,000 fixed damage to all characters, and then you got this. I will say though, 25 CT for that special is not awful, but like, come on, this should have changed.
Worth. It's not worth.
I'm hoping that this is just a Bandai typo. I'm hoping.
It's not.
This should have been 5,000 damage, because it's a small range. It should have been 5k. Yeah, that's that.
That is that.
underwhelming rumble. Pretty acceptable 6+ in my eyes. Like, this is about what I expected his 6+ to be, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'll trial him out. He can, of course, he can synergize well with Beckman Lucky Roo, new Legend Uta, old Legend Uta, new Izo Legend. He can synergize with a lot of good units, which helps him out. But of course, if you want to use his super type, you have to try and squeeze in one of these units, which I think that's going to be the hard part.
Yeah.
I'd rate him like a low 7. Maybe
yeah, I was gonna say I'm between 6 and 7.
I'd be like a low to mid 7. And that do be that. Zephyr, AIN, and Bins, baby.